holding the meds. I can't go to work today. I refuse. Because I have to drive an hour to work around this hillbilly hick road. Now it's snowing and ice storms and they want me to come to work. Listen, I don't put myself in situations where I'm not too sure of the outcome. Why am I talking about that? Because I'm holding a meditation. Who is my enemy? White folks, Asian folks, Islam, Buddhist, Christian. I've dealt with a lot of people, different kind of people, and they all accept me for who I am and what I believe because of how I live it, I guess, and how I explain it, I guess. But when I go to my brother, they want to kill me. They want me to agree with everything they believe in, just because. Who is my enemy? Anytime I stretch out my hand for help from my brother, the hurt I get is unbelievable. And I'm not that one that stretches their hand out all the time, you know? Or even some of the time, really. Sometimes all I want is just a little time. That's basically what I be wanting. Just some time and attention. Because I'm a big baby in every sense of the word. So when you can't even get a little time from your people, remember now, time is, you don't want no money. You ain't crying about nothing. You don't need a favor. You just calling to say how you doing. Just article. Really concerned. How you doing over there? And they concerned with you. Just that goodness. You can't get that. People will give you money. They want to do this. They want to do that. They don't want to give you no time. No real time. Who is my enemy? I remember me and my king was living in Turkey, and my king is from Kushland, born there, and I'm born in the West here, in Hellowood, or wherever I am. And when we came together, it was clashings of culture. Clashing and reuniting and reconnecting back with each other. We never met before. And there was an instant connection. I think it was His Majesty. Sorry. I have a cold. So, we were in Turkey together. Because I met him online and flew there to be with him. That was 7 years ago. And we lived in the slums of Turkey. Me as a black American, I've never experienced that type of living. I really didn't know how spoiled I was until that situation. I mean slum. What you see on National Geographic or something. I even found one of them scorpions in the room where we were when I was cleaning the room and my king was at work. I ain't talking about them lizard scorpions what we had in Florida. I'm talking about tail up National Geographic Sahara Desert scorpion, y'all. Ooh, I digress. So I remember it was a bunch of our people from home, from Cushland around. And everybody was separate. Tanzania lived in that area. Nigeria lived in that area. Mostly Ghanaians live in one area. Not saying that wouldn't be one or two other, like a Ghanaian in a Tanzanian or a Nigerian in a Ghanaian area. You'll have that, but they were very separate and they kept to themselves. Where there was a bunch of Ghanaians working, only Ghanaians worked there. Only Tanzanians worked to that area. Mostly Tanzanians will sell drugs to the tourists and to Turkish people. Ghanaians, they mostly worked. And the women would prostitute. All people. A lot of the prostitutes were Muslim from Tanzania and I'll think of the country in a minute. Sorry. Everybody over there. And me and my king was the only Rastas. All of them was doing that type of lifestyle and holding on to Jesus and Islam. And they were okay with that liberty. Think about that. So, I remember me and my king had so much problems with the Turkish people. You know, they're the Kurdish. They try to use you and stuff like that, you know. But our biggest problem, because we expected the Turkish people to do that, they even trained their children to call us slaves. We'll walk in certain places and the children, babies, will spit on you. I never experienced nothing like that in my life. So, me and my king had to pass through a lot of hardships there. It's very hard. But I wouldn't take it back for nothing in the world because it taught me what I could do and who I was and what I was capable of. Because I actually got stuck there because I missed my flight. So I ended up spending 2 years, 6 months in Turkey. Couldn't work. Had to depend on my king, who was a foreigner, who didn't have papers. And he had to take care of me, Black American from the West. So that caused some strife between our people. Because they expected me to come with a bunch of money. Look at it. So then they start to get mad with my king and shun him from jobs. We were on our own. Who is my enemy? So I told my king, I said, listen, I'm finna call and we're gonna try to get a little money. We're gonna move to the other side, the European side. So that's what we did. It was a struggle too. Oh, I won't even go into details. Somebody should write my damn book. Listen. Anyway, we made it to the other side. It was a little better. We had to stay with a brother from Ghana. We paying them to stay there now. It's not for free. Now my king got to go out and stand on the corner and wait for somebody to pick him up to give him some work. I never lived that type of lifestyle. That's why my king has my full respect. He is my Lord. I know he walks with the Spirit of the Most High. So, when my king was going out to work, our friends, our brother, knew that I was to the house, and he had got friends with the Turkish people, some bad kind. Because there's good and bad in everybody. Send them to the house where I was, asking me to open the door. Who is my enemy? Because there was a lot of prostitution and rape and everything. Remember, you have no rights in this country. So we had to go to another brother. But this brother was Muslim. And my king was there in hardships trying to find a place for him and his queen until we can send me back to America. And my king had to work nights. His brother was there, standing over his wife, trying to see if he can convince her to put his place where my king should be. Who is my enemy? How do I tell my king this when we're struggling to have a place to lay our heads? And now because of me again. So I was torn, and I begged my king to take me to work with him at night to ask the guy. My king had told me he dreamed that someone tried to stab him in the back. And that's when I opened up and told him what had happened. And he was angry because he told me, he said, I don't care if we have to sleep outside. You tell me. You're mine. My Lord, my King, honors and manners. That's why I stand. The waters from his back waters my flowers inside only. So we got out. We walked out on faith, ended up staying, going to like a prostitute motel. And how the people treated us kind and gave us a room. And my king let them know no one goes to the door. We'll clean our own room. She will never open the door. Don't go to the door. And those people respect my king so much. Because, you know, he didn't have no little dainty woman. He got this big old woman that he protected. And he's some little old Rasta. They gave us a discount. Mind you now, this is a prostitute motel. These are some serious guys we're dealing with. And they respect us because of our liberty. Who is my enemy? So finally we go through. No one wanted to help us find a place. It's like they wanted to see us out, and we go and we meet these Turkish people, and they bring their whole family and they sit there, and the money they want, we didn't have it. We say bring it down just a little. My king can speak Turkish, and he's intelligent. Rasta. It means head. So they took it down for us. The old man we called him Baba. He look at my king and he do like that. Before the winter even done, nice place. We lived in like a pool house behind their house. Had the key to their gate. Any family function they had, they wanted us to come and be a part. They knew we wasn't Muslim. They knew we wouldn't reform. They knew we wasn't Christian. We explained to them what we were and how we believe. And the man said, everybody, every black, every Kush that have come there have lived dirty. We were the only one. In every way, our liberty and how we keep the house. Because they were clean people. Who is my enemy? Gave us coal and wood to burn in the winter. Yeah, them type of liberty. Will pay the light bill for us when we didn't have the money. Who is my enemy? Meanwhile, our brother, the only job my king had coming to that small town, they talked the Turkish men into pushing him off the job, saying that he was a pagan. They take that serious in Turkey. And because they were supplying the Turkish men with black prostitute women, of course they're going to listen to them. Right? So my king ended up having to work to a soul shop. Who is my enemy? So what did I do? I begged my king to beg the man to let me work. And I went there and I worked in a sweatshop right along with my king to help pay for my way back to America. I was just sitting here holding a meditation and wondering and looking through life and seeing things like that happen time and time again. Even with my people here. Even with my blood family. Who is my enemy? Meanwhile, they're telling me because something happened this way is why it's like this and why it's like that. But I'm not like that. Keep your eyes focused on the road. When you're going through hardship, stand strong. Look at it for what it is. This is just a stage of life. It's not the destination. And on toi. Rastafari.